Hello and welcome to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton, and welcome to the Starting 11 show for tomorrow's game against Mansfield in the Carabao Cup at 7:45 at the Hill Dickinson Stadium. Of course, it is the first Carabao Cup game of the season, so it is going to be quite interesting in terms of what lineup David Moyes goes with. I'm a little interested. I think it's a little hard to figure out with certain positions, and of course the availability of Adam Asno as one of the big standouts. But we're going to try hazard a guess of the lineup being played. Mansfield had a bit of a difficult start to League One, losing to Burton and Doncaster here. But ever since their first round win against Chesterfield in the Cup, they've racked off 3 wins against Exeter, Blackpool and Leyton Orient, who are both 2 good teams in the division. So they are coming into the game in quite good form. Of course, we are coming off a big win against Brighton. So I think it'll be interesting dynamic going into it. Of course, them coming to the new ground. I think the new ground will still be packed because of how it is again. It's still new. There's still excitement after the performance against Brighton. But if we get straight into the lineup, I think in goal, Matt Travers will start his first competitive game for Everton. At right back, I think it'll be Seamus Coleman. The centre back partnership of Jake O'Brien and Michael Keane. I do think Tarkowski will be given a rest, and I do think Adam Asno will make his first competitive start for Everton as well. If not, I see James Garner sliding there. Hopefully there's something on Mikolenko, but I'm going to be optimistic and say Adam Asno will get his first start for the club. The midfield 2 will be a partnership of James Garner and Tim Iribunum. I thought Tim was quite good against Brighton. Hopefully he can press against Mansfield. I think he should. He played really well against Brighton in my opinion. I think he really turned around the thoughts after the Leeds game. Put in a much better performance, was much more solid in the midfield. I do think the midfield will still pass through a little bit, but against League One opposition, that shouldn't be as much of an issue, I don't think. On the right wing, I do think it'll be Charlie Alcaraz, with Tyler Dibling probably getting a second half cameo. We'll have to see if Dibling is fit enough to start. Of course, he has been in and around Southampton, has been training, did play a little bit in not last game, the game before last, I believe. So it's one of those where we will have to see how it goes with Tyler Dibling, but I do expect at least 30-35 minutes off the bench in the second half. I've gone for a little bit of a rogue shout. I'm not sure if David Moyes will do this, but I believe he should, considering this is a player we're looking to loan out, so we should be playing him against low competition to improve his value. And I think Harrison Armstrong is going to get a start in that hybrid 8-10 role that Dewsbury Hall plays. Is a little further forward than what he was playing for Derby. It was more of a 6-8. So there's always a chance that, of course, if Dibling is suddenly fit enough to start, Armstrong slots in next to Garner potentially, or next to Iribunum, and then it's Alcaraz in the middle and Tyler Dibling on the right. But I do think it will be Harrison Armstrong in the middle. I think he deserves the minutes. I think he showed he really impressed in pre-season. And overall, I think it'd be a bit silly of David Moyes to just trot out Dewsbury Hall again and, overwork the lad. Armstrong needs the minutes. The deadline day is, rapidly approaching. Teams are going to want to see how he looks this season, even though he was fantastic for Derby on his loan spell last season. A really good game against Mansfield could all of a sudden have a playoff chasing, promotion chasing club looking at Armstrong and going, he can come and start 30, 40 games for us this season. On the left, I do think it'll be Dwight McNeil. Of course, I think he has to start some games. I think it's silly to just leave him out in the wilderness. And up front, I do think it'll be Tiano Barry. I was umming and ahhing about all 3 strikers, really. I think it would make sense to play Chimiti and to give him a chance. Again, we're looking to loan him out. A good game, a bigger club may want to come loan him in. But I think it'll be Tiano Barry. I do expect Moyes to go back to Beto in the next league fixture, to be honest with you. So I think he'll try to get Barry some more minutes. And of course, if Barry bangs in a hat-trick, let's say, there's a good chance he starts on the weekend. He's a young lad. He's probably more robust to play more games. But yeah, I think that is going to be the starting lineup. I am a little iffy on it because I don't expect David Moyes to massively rotate, even though I think a lot of fans would like to see players like Harrison Armstrong, who I do think will start, but Yusuf Chimiti may be given a chance. Of course, Adam Asno will be starting on the left back. I don't expect Moyes to rotate massively. So I do think the core of the squad that's been starting in the Premier League will still be there mainly. But of course, even this team has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rotations in it, to be fair, but of course a lot of those are still involved in the first team plans and will start quite a few games in the Premier League this season. But to go over it once more, in goal I have Mark Travers, at right back I have Seamus Coleman, a centre back partnership of Jacob Bryant and Michael Keane, Adam Asno at left back, but if not, expect it to be James Garner. Midfield 2 of Tim Eric Boonham and James Garner. The 3 behind the striker, Charlie Alcaraz on the right, Harrison Armstrong in the middle, and Dwight McNeil on the left, with Tieno Barry leading the line. I think this should be a comfortable win for Everton. I know we have a tendency to get battered by lower league sides in the Carabao Cup. It happened to Doncaster against Doncaster 2 years in a row, but we did manage to get out the win. Mansfield are a team that are a decent mid-table League One, maybe close to the top half League One side if they can get everything clicking. And against the opposition, they've been playing some of the better teams in League One and managing to pick up results. So I don't know what to really think about it. I'm going to go a comfortable 2-0 win for Everton. I would like to see us blow them out of the water, but I just don't think we do that. I think we play to our opposition too much. And I think Mansfield will probably actually catch a lot of us by surprise early on in the game. But I do think it'll be a 2-0 win for Everton with goals from Tieno Barry. And I'm going to cross my fingers and say that Harrison Armstrong scores a competitive goal for Everton, which will help him in the loan market, hopefully. But that is all for this video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at Everton Newsfeed, and follow myself on Twitter at Callum Brannan Free. And I'll see you all for the next video and or live stream that I am on.